Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about why I ended up choosing USC, why I chose Chapman over USC. So as you can tell from the title of this video, it was obvious about the hot guys. Okay, well, I obviously don't want to poison the well for any of you guys, but I did want to share with you why I ended up choosing Chapman over USC. I loved USC. Oh my god. They flew me out. They did the whole 9 yards. I stayed in some guy's house in my program for free. It was amazing. And when I went on campus, I just absolutely fell in love with it. They had so many great resources. The people were super nice. I think now there's like a Target and a Trader Joe's on campus. Like, what more could you want? And the party, I mean, I didn't go to any parties, but the parties were just to die for. But then for me, when I ended up getting the letter for Chapman, I really just kind of had to break it down and just understand what kind of comparison I was doing for my decision. I think Chapman gets a lot of rep for saying that they're the USC rejects, but I actually know quite a bit of people that chose Chapman over USC. I first had to compare it down to the students, right? What did the students look like? What kind of culture that they had? What was the demographic gonna be looking like? Were there a lot of international students, or were there a lot of Asians like me? But then when I went on the campus at Chapman, for some reason it just kind of struck a chord with me. I just loved how small and intimate everybody was. At USC, it was just a dime a dozen. Everybody was just there doing their own thing, and it just felt so competitive. For me, I just felt like that USC was so hard to read, and I thought it was just hard to be able to engage. Everybody that I talked to was talking about the Trojan Network, and it was the community and how important it was. And believe me, I think that, you know, the Trojan Network is well, but I just felt like that it just wasn't really necessary, and almost kind of felt like a cult in some sense. I also wanted to be able to take a look at the financial as well. USC is fucking expensive, and it was gonna cost me an arm and a leg to be able to afford just 1 year of tuition. So while Chapman was a little bit cheaper, it was something that I had to take into consideration as well. Another thing that I also wanted to mention was my studies. At the time, I was gonna study communications, which Chapman had a fantastic program for that, as well as USC, so that didn't really matter to me. Let's talk about location for a second. The location at USC isn't really the best, and for those of you that don't know, it is featured in downtown LA, which again, you're right next to Skid Row, and you're next to Fashion District. A lot of the students that I know that went to USC, they actually got a campus apartment, or they ended up getting a car and driving 5-10 minutes away, which was great. A lot of USC that I saw were really just kind of handouts. It was just, oh, here's this, here's that. Even at the apartments that they were staying in, they were like free shuttles and free buses that would take them there and back into the school, which was kind of cool. Ubers, I think my friend who was an RA there told me that they get like a free $20 Uber voucher if you were a student at USC, and if you were like some 5-mile radius, you were able to like Uber for free every night after 9 p.m. Safety, of course. But no, when I was there, you know, it was very nice, but it was just almost too good to be true. I think it just kind of came with this type of stuck up, snobby, you know, I mean, I don't want to say the S word, but just, it was just some type of way. It just felt like that everybody was just on their high horse and just trying to get what they want out of USC. But when I went to Chapman, it was completely different. I felt like that there was a lot more of a welcoming environment. I thought that it was a lot more gracious, just in all aspects with the professor and the classroom, and I just really liked it at the time. For me, you know, at the end of the day, I really had to see what was going to stack on each other and just really listen to my own self and seeing what was going to be best for my own professional development. And so if you guys can see from all my videos, I ended up deciding to choose Chapman over US. And because I was broke. And while Chapman did not flew me out to their campus, it was a wonderful environment for me to thrive in, and I felt like that it was, you know, I know that for me at the end of the day, it really didn't matter what I was going to pick, but it was going to, you know, be helpful in the connections that I was going to make, the friendships I was going to go with, and you know, being in Orange was really great for me because I was able to kind of make my way slowly into Southern California and break my way through that space, rather than when I was in LA, you know, you had so many people coming from, you know, across the country going to, you know, one of the top schools. And so for that reason, I decided to, do I regret it? No, but I think that I would have been happy just as much if I was going to USC. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and comment, subscribe down below what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.